chicks. Wait, let me get the keys out of my pocket before.
Like that.
Yeah. Let me get the keys out of here. And phone, because I'm going to use that as my iPad. iPad's way too big. Alright, let's get inside this thing.
Glad you got your iPad. I saw it there for the past couple days. It's like,
Yeah. Alright, let's put this seatbelt. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm fatter than the last student you had.
I think it's just people tightening it.
That's good. Alright. This one I have not memorized. Not yet. Adjusted, passenger briefed. You want to do the briefing?
Yeah, do you remember the safety brief? See if you can remember it. What's the safety brief?
Fire extinguisher in the back, doors, latches on my side, so you can't get out until I say so. There's the
Motor pedals and seat belts. You know how to use those, right?
Yeah, so seat belts.
What about airflow and ventilation stuff? What can you use for that?
You got your vent windows for that.
Windows. You also got these guys right here.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
That no one touches. What else? If you see traffic, let me know, because I might not see it.
Okay, so calling out clock position, high or low. What about talking? What should we do for critical phases of flight?
No talking during takeoff.
Yeah. During taxi takeoff, maybe. And the last thing is, do you have any questions?
Yeah, okay. Any questions? Gotta remember how to say that briefing.
It's all good.
Alright. And then safety harness. Got the seat belts on. Doors. Or gonna bring them just one down a little bit. That way it's an easy latch once we're done. And you can do that. Okay, parking brake. Set controls screen clear. Stir the pod. There we go. Flight control screen. Trim wheel. Needs to come back a little bit. Alright. Throttle's idle. RPM high, mixture lean. Friction knob, don't need to adjust that. Alternate static closed. ABS
Verify and then verify. We'll figure it over there.
No.
Alternate static to me.
Yeah.
So nozzle should be pointing to the side.
Yeah. Alright, now I'm gonna do beds on.
Good.
And do the fuel selector to the fullest tank, which right now that's the right tank. So we're gonna start it on the right.
Okay.
Do strobe light. We're just gonna do all the lights on.
Just strobes.
Just strobes.
Just let everybody know you're about to start your engine.
Alright. Fuel pump on. Gas and noise. Throttle. Half inch. Got this much. Open this back up. Get the keys. It's always the fat key. Right? Put the key in.
Another step we gotta do for the checklist.
Go engine. 3 seconds. Go.
Mixture. So we're gonna watch for it. This is mixture for a cold engine, rich for 3 to 5 seconds.
1, 2,
4, 5, all the way back. There we go. And now throttle, where does it go?
half inch forward from idle. Is that much? It's about a half inch, right?
Just barely cracked, but right in.
Oil pressure. We got that. Alright. Alright, ready to start it?
Yep.
Clear prop!
Right hand here, left hand here. As soon as it catches, you want to release your left hand and then advance your right hand all the way forward. Make sure you're standing on the brakes.
Alright, on the brakes.
Alright, you got it.
Alright, hopefully this time it doesn't get flooded.
Just 2 clicks to the right. 2, 3 to get it to both.
Alright, ready?
Ready? There it is. Full mixture. Full mixture. There you go. Much better.
The one part in the simulator you can't do.
And what are your RPM you want?
You want 1,000 RPMs.
Yeah, so just keep it right around 1,000. And when we check for the rest of the checklist.
Electric pump off. Off. Master switch on. I'm gonna put the alternator on as well. Oh, I was a little low.
Your voltages were just going to bounce a little bit. Alright, you're good. Keep going, so alternators on, amps checked.
Yep,
Fuel pressure.
we're good. It's in the green.
And then the last step was?
RPM.
Yeah, so back to 1,000. Alright, so we want to do this early, right? So remember how to lean out?
Just a little bit. Just
Pulling it back until we see a spike in RPM. And then keep pulling it back until you see it go down. Now go forward. Very good. Now go slightly forward of that. Very good. Alright?
alright.
And then bring this back to 1,000. And they usually reset the fuel too, because the fuel tanks are full. Alright, so now what?
Where's my checklist? Before taxi. Flaps to takeoff. Gotta check the AWAS and ATIS. I'll put my headset. I'm good to go. Can you hear me?
So right now, getting the ATIS on the radio and checking for flight and comparing them. That way I don't have to write everything down. So as long as the main things match, if nothing matches, I'll write that down. But if it doesn't match, I write what doesn't match down, so that way I don't have to write the whole ATIS down. For me, that's just a little bit more efficient. But to each his own. I know some people that write the whole thing just to make sure. I pull it up on ForeFlight, the weather briefing for the airport, and I just write down any differences between ForeFlight and the ATIS, and whatever the ATIS says is the most right at the time. So I use the ATIS over ForeFlight. That way I just don't have to write it down. don't know why I got confused here on which button is to switch from Unicom to the ATIS so we can listen to it. I guess I got confused. And then right here, I'm just matching up the altimeter on the glass cockpit to the analog dial up top. I think it was like, the altimeter was like 3029, I think. I don't remember what it was. Now I'm going back to the checklist. I have the checklist on my phone just to, because my iPad, I have the iPad, it's like the 11-inch Pro, which is huge for this cockpit. It's the canopy and the seating, like you can tell, we're really close together, and he has an iPad mini. So he can read off his checklist. And then there's ADS-B out and ADS-B in on the G1000 glass screens. So for traffic, I could just use the glass screens. I really don't need a Sentry and FliGht. The glass cockpit already had it. Checklist already on my phone. I do have a big trouble with the radio, so you're gonna see me like saying it over and over again before I key the mic. Unfortunately, I couldn't connect my GoPro to the communication system because I didn't have the cable for it. So you guys can't hear the radios, but you can hear me saying what I'm supposed to on the radio and how many times I fuck up. Even in the later on, once the engine starts, it's way too loud, so I just made that time-lapse, so you guys can just listen to that. We did stalls and falls. Today was a stalls and falls day.
Okay. I didn't even notice that.
So coming up here, I was just discussing that I need to make the radio call for crossing runway 1722 at Gordo.
And then for when we cross, I just say crossing runway 1722.
Alright, now we're at the Runup. We're going up to the Runup area, and I've been practicing this on the simulator. Not the best use of the simulator because it's not very accurate, but I kind of practiced lining it up to the Runup area and doing the before takeoff checklist.
4, takeoff checklist. Set, doors and canopies are closed. Yep. Door warning lights are off. There's no warning lights. Fuel selector on the full tank. Yep, it is. Fuel pump on. Onto lift tank.
30 minutes here.
That is smart. I didn't even have the clock to have more readily available. Okay. And I will keeping track of these points. Give up full circuit breakers are all in. Fuel pressure. Good. Controls, stirring the pot, you want to check your controls before? Alright. 2000 RPM. set, we're on the right frequency. GPS and nav. Brakes, release. Close, manual instruments all on. You'll be on the flight. Alright. Now the second dreaded part of this. We're going to the practice center, just taking off.
The other stuff is the same.
Okay.
Radio traffic, Diamond,
Okay, taking off runway 22, and then I don't have to do anything else, just taking off runway 22. I'm gonna go to Diamond 304, that's right, taking off runway 22.
We're doing stalls and falls on time-lapse, and a little bit of radio work. A little quick tip for when they tell you to close your eyes and test your, like, how untrustworthy your inner ear is. You can, when they tell you to close your eyes, don't squint too hard. If you squint lightly and use the sunlight, you can tell which direction you are. And that's something you use if you're in cloud cover. If it's a sunny day right above you, you can use the sun's position to tell where you are. Just contact clues. If you can't see it, you know the procedures. They teach you the procedures of how to do IFR.